Grand Rising, coming to you at 1100 hours, 32 minutes. It is Tuesday, July 20th, 2021. I'm going to step out the room so I can see if I can hear myself because you can't always hear yourself. Going forward, going forward, going forward. So that's checking in to see if I can hear myself. Thank you for listening. That's original beatboxing by me. And I want to start off with a poem. So I know I can hear myself. I wanted you to see the poem as I read it. It is called The Plight of My Life, Faltered Times. And I'm going to start sharing. I have a lot of things to share with you. And I want to start sharing it more. And because I won't go write a book, I'm going to put out movies, short films, and just be who I am and who I am called to be, my purpose, to work more in my purpose, to go deeper within my time. Because as a man it's no set time limit. You can be yourself. You can always do what you want to do. There's no time. You can be 18. You can be 38. Do it. And you don't have to listen to people. You don't have to listen to the world. So I want to go read my poem. It's a poem. So I gave up a few years ago, just to be exact. Got tired of saying games. Today you gonna meet the right one day. This is before or after she done giving some horror dude her motherland. All the women, because they showed me that goodness doesn't matter no more. Matter how he treat her. Bad dudes get the front seat. So she go be shotgun side by side. It ain't emotionless. Just as Jim Jones. Then SWV. I guess having other women while meeting her needs is concerned consistently. So women made me to believe. Fuck love, talk is cheap. As long as he can't feed her deep. Let this sink in. Good men got good loving too. The difference is he not giving his seed to every woman he meets. That's why his love is special. He not plastering it. His meat still got the original feeling. That is all they need. Back to the understanding that got me beat. Women always testing good men, while the men that don't deserve it is all scotch-free. Seeing that she not sober from the sucker punch or the drunk love. She's dizzy, dazed, and confused, overly emotional. I guess you can say one thing about the difference is not the man job is to woe that woman in. So the dynamic has to be a little different. She loves abuse. This is what she is used to. Trapped in trap music, blunts, liquor, wildlife. Never stop to think still bad spirit is coming in. What she is used to. No hide and seek, right on her knees. So in reality, this chick ain't shit. Excuse my friend, just telling some young man how it truly is. A lot of women can give a damn about your well-being. If you're not kissing her ass, only if she is excited, that's all it matters to her. But she's so different, she magical. Oh, no wonder when times get tough, she disappeared like a magician do. The best setup act got us all falling for the rules. Too many mind games, no change. Who's to blame? Me. I will take that. Hands up. You got me. That's why at a certain age, love seems so silly. Women have an idea of what a good man is. That's why she's counting her body, justifying her promiscuity. I always say that word wrong. And don't say you wrote it and you can't say it. If you listen to my lives and hear me talk, I got to follow my heartbeat so that in me I can be greater while they pass me by. She keep on passing me by. And I know for myself, I no longer want to be that passerby man. She don't have to look at me as a higher man. That's on her. My job is just to present to her who I am. And if she don't receive who I am, I'm not going to beat myself over someone or my race of women that beat me up over things. And I'm talking to a lady. She said, I don't deal in the negative. So that's my goal, is to now stay in the positive, because I want to meet me. See, I don't want to meet her truth. I want to meet my truth. And within me, when I come to a spot. So you know how people say they come in and I found it because I remember I was talking about 50. Now I know why people say 50-50. I didn't read this. This came to me in the spirit. The reason people say 50-50. Now, if you have your own place, like some women admit, cars are luxuries, or you just have it as long as you get point A to point B. Can you get there in time? Yes. And having a house, it depends on you. If you're single, what you need a house for? But you have a place to live. Do you pay bills? Now, we can get into all the fallible things. Credit, income, how much you make, and this and that. But can you uphold your household? Don't matter if you make $18 an hour. Can you pay your bills? And the answer is just, can you put food? So, men, you have to look at it that way. You have to see you that way. I can't. That woman, her desires and matters, it's not you. That's the way she sees everything. You don't see life that way. Why? And if she's making rules and expectations and standards, let that be hers. If you don't have to even acknowledge that. There's too many people on this earth, as in men. You don't have to be in a crowd of guys that's willing to harm women, that's willing to harm his race. I'm on race. I'm not. I know I have Caucasian friends. And I'll let them know. They don't think nothing I say is wrong. They say, why do you think that way? Why do our race, the indigenous people, quote unquote, African Descendant Black Americans think this way? And they ask me questions. Or they say something, I say, oh, wow, please don't say that. And they say, why? And we have a real discussion. Not random white people online that's trying to just say I'm racist or I'm sensitive or that's this and that, or random black people online or people that you even know. If they don't look at themselves, I don't care. We can talk about, and this is what inspired me, because I see a lot of my brothers saying, I do this for real. I do. But everybody started off somewhere. My avocation of truth is social media. And offline, I talk to brothers. No, I don't have a camera. No, I ain't going to another country, because that's not my avocation. My avocation is Buffalo, New York. These are the young men I am advocated to. See, you may not look at it that way, because you have to see yourself in a certain way. These are the brothers that I advocate for. These are the people I am impacting of affluence or influence. My role model. Just because I go another city, leaving another place to go another place, that do not solve nothing. Leaving and getting up and walk away for a time. So if you're in a discussion and you're disagreeing with your friend, your brother friend, or your sister friend, you walk away. Either that means go out the house on the porch, go take a walk down your trailway, down your road, your block, go separate different rooms, give yourself time and space. There's nothing wrong with that. And I don't argue. I won't argue with you. I even challenge the people that is so against of what I'm saying. I say, in the first fight is you talking about oppression. Now you can watch all my videos. You can listen to how I talk. I haven't talked about oppression one time. All my things are about fairness. Because you know why I advocate? My avocation is about fairness because I'm fair to myself. I won't tell a brother because he eat honey buns. He's talking about health. That honey, that's the only thing. He's healthy. He can run, he can do push-ups, his muscles can still strengthen because he eat one honey bun. Or you say you put junk in your body. I can't say that. I'm not gonna diss my brother, but I'm gonna let him know, hey, you might want to watch out for this instead of dissing him. And that's what we do. We took on a form of a diss, and the reality attacking I'm not gonna attack my brother of what he's doing. See, you won't see that. See what I'm saying? I'm not attacking my brother of what he's doing. I don't have to do that. I don't have to do anything that is descending or wrongful to my brother to advocate for my brother or to talk to my brother. If you have to do that, I don't want to be. It's good. You have all this information. It is great that you are advocating and you're being the strongest brother, African descendant, quote unquote, indigenous man you can be. That is great. But that doesn't mean the right of who you are, who you say you're not. That don't mean what you say is always, that's your truth. I don't have to put you down. I don't have to do anything wrong to you. So I want to get into this and let's answer. See the scrolling at the bottom, the ticker, and read a couple of those. Are you a keeper? Does your life reflect you? Do you do the things you say you're going to do? What is the impact on you and yourself? Environment, surrounding, and family. Overall, who are you? Are you encouraging your brothers or are you downing your brothers? So this is going to be hashtag Brother Talk series, keys to victory. So I want to start creating keys to victory. And that's going to turn that. I want to get the Power Wonder series, the Brother Talk series, the terminologies, the nuances, and the TikTok, the keys to victory, and then Know Who You Are series. And then branch off from those different things, knowing our greatness, knowing how good we are. Men and women of our race, can we be better towards each other? And start focusing more on those things. So as a keeper, my first position, let me write down timestamps and everything because I can put the timestamps. As a keeper of my brothers, for me, I'll look at, this is what I mean by a keeper. When I am a keeper of my brother, what's going to happen is I have first to be knowing who I am. How do I see me? I have to see me good. You ask me, I'm the best man for the job because I know if I'm job, that means I am qualified. I took the time out and I have the skills. I trained. I had to teach myself. This is when teaching is important. I trained myself and I'm doing all the right things. And so as a keeper of my race as a man, what I'm going to do for me, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make sure I'm the first. And it doesn't have nothing to do with money. We don't never really talk about love. Why don't we talk about love in this era? Why is everything about getting the bag, having money, get rich or die trying? You don't have to do that. But the one thing I look at as me is the role model. I'm a role model / role figure. I'm the keeper of my brother, my right hand and my left hand. If my right hand brother and my left hand brother don't get along, what should I do? Call on a brother that these two brothers may be associated with or might have some type of friendship with. So the avocation of truth, I am resolve resolution. So my resolve resolution, I'm not saying you have to be best friends after that or best buddies. I need my right hand and left hand to get along. You know why? Because when we all come together, they're my right hand and left hand. My left hand is I'm his right or left hand. And then my right hand is his. If I'm his left hand, he's right hand. So my right hand, I'm gonna be his left hand, and my left hand man gonna be his right hand man. So see how that goes back full circle? I don't believe in a monolith lifestyle as a race of men and say, no, if you want to be monolith, so when we all come together, while you're a monolith or you an autonomous being, you have no function in life. You have no say so. I will not look to you for help. Only thing that basically what you can do is donate or just be a watcher, and I will count your place as grace. And how does that reflect you? Your life, how does your life reflect you? So if I'm going to call myself a role model / role figure, that's why I say money don't matter. I have to love myself. I have to treat myself better than how people see or treat me. If I treat people the same, think about that. If I treat people as they treat me, that call me nigger, that black women that go out of their race to be with other men, talk bad about me. I even put up a challenge to one of the ladies. I love no one ready to challenge me. I said, I'm going to challenge you with statistics. I'm going to challenge you with the finite being of your environment. But if your reflection, so if you live in an environment and all men do is hurt you, and how does your life reflect on you? That means you are okay with being abused. An environment, I don't mean because of your neighbor and surrounding what we call a neighborhood. No, I'm talking about your house. Why is it a man is able to abuse her? Why is that woman? I'm saying after you find out, when you know. I'm not talking about the initial, oh, I just met this person, they started doing me wrong. Oh, okay. That person, now you give them your chance. Don't always have to be a chance or a place where my brother, my right hand and my left hand, they not walking with me. Okay, go on about your business. But he's not going to have my information anymore, because if he's not part of me, because I'm reflecting on my own self. So reflect. So if I look at my brother should reflect some of the things that I am discussing or advocating for. If he's not doing that, I cannot be part of that brother life. I don't advocate hate on women. So why would I follow men that advocate hating women? Now, application of truth, but I can't still sit there, because the moment, and then we got to understand, some application of our own men is wrong. Say, well, you weak because you allow this. I would say, no, I would just say, reflect on your life. Why did you allow that to happen? What were the things that now you think about, if I'm looked at as a utility by that woman that hurt me, how can now this a resolve resolution, I can create a boundary. When she start going over my boundary, so example, brother, you make a certain amount of money. The boundary is your money spending limit, not because you can't afford it. Like when they say, oh, you broke, it's not the money, it's the boundary set so you don't go broke, so you can live. You know how they say when you fight, live to see another battle? As a Marine, I was taught you don't retreat. And don't retreat, I don't mean because you're stepping back. Sometimes you got to get in a better position, a better stance. So if I step back, I'm not fleeing from the fight. I'm getting in a better position and stance. And it's not to trick you in words, because some fighting stances are designed the more defensive than offensive. Oh, in an offensive stance, no, you're not moving back, because you're usually the one that's bringing on the action. And see, this goes into you do the things you say you're going to do. So if I am making plans with my family, my loved ones, my friends, my woman, I have to make sure I appear for those events. When you don't appear for those events, guess what happens? That person lose trust. But first, let's start with you real quick. If you don't appear for yourself, how does that look? There's nothing around you. You know the direction of energy? Energy stands still until you direct it. People say, since you're sitting there, nothing is happening. That is correct. If I sit there, nothing. Now there is a part of an energy in the spirit. So, and sometimes in the spirit, you can be minding your business and something happens. You know why? Because another person is not taking the time out to know who they are. They're full of negative energy while you sitting there filling in your positive energy, because sometimes that can be positive, doing nothing. Because we think we always need an action. Just because that man did that to that man, or your brother did that or said that to your brother. And see, we get quiet. And that's not always a bad thing of being quiet. Because if you're not in the right mind to respond, to resolve or have a resolution, don't respond. First, you have to bring a little heat, some little fierceness, and say, why are you doing this? Don't do that, because this is what you're going to hurt. This is the negative impact. That's how statistics work. This is the negative impact. Now, if I want to know more about statistics, I have to sit down and just say abuse. So why is it the men are unemployed, and why are those men the number one abusers? It has nothing to do with race now. See, I took the race away. See, but when you take something away from someone that's used to fighting a battle a certain way, they no longer have the tools and the weapon to fight that battle. Now, the tools that you have, here's your resolve. I'm about to say, I'm not about to bash you, brother. You know why I have the tools? Because this is my skill set. I took the time out to train and teach myself. I'm not training and teaching you. I'm here to guide and challenge you so you can come into the avocation of truth. I'm advocating truth. I'm not advocating to be right or to be wrong. I'm going to ask you, why are you doing this? And then that goes into, what is the impact of you? Now, first with me, myself, the impact of me doing all these things, the young men around me, and first, my home is in order. That's the first thing. My home is in order. When you come to my home, you're not going to find trauma. You're not going to find conflict, wars, and battles. Only way if you see that in my home, if you come in my home and you create those. Because when my home come in, it's tranquility, quote unquote, peace. Because listen, right now, that is exactly what you're going to get in my home. You're going to get quietness. Now, it depends on what you want to talk about and what are we doing. So if we watch a movie, I don't see how a movie turned into an argument, and I don't argue or a debate. Now, if we start talking about things that we automatically know you agree on, my mind is already, I already know I'm a non-affiliation person. This person have affiliation to something. So we already know that I'm not going to agree with you, and that's okay. So the impact on myself is when you come into an area, you impact it through your appearance, now if it's past your appearance, your verbiage, what are you saying and how are you saying it? And that's very important. But sometimes your message is not for everybody. That's why I can stay on YouTube platform for my channel this long. My message is not for everybody. I appreciate my family and everybody that stick around. And please, you can share, be part of the family, and not help me out, but get the word out. I don't use to get the word out get the message out. I'm literally just gonna come with a message. Get the message out. That's all I want you to do is get the message out. And it maybe share. If I don't want to use, I'm about to look up real quick. Look up real quick. What is it the synonym? The synonym or the antonym? Hold on. For the word like. So I'm going to stop using that word. Such as, for example, for instance, in particular, as share. I gotta find a word for the word like. I don't know what word use for the word like. What word should I use? Let me go down. Oh, share, adore. Okay, enjoy, endure, fancy, love, appreciate, relish. I'm going to say share, appreciate. Share love. I won't say love. I won't say love then, because love is not really off. People will get it. And subscribe. Share love and join the family. Join the family. That's my new motto. Share, love, and join the family. Because everybody here is a family. I appreciate you. And hit that button so we can come into. Okay, so moving forward. As in moving forward, let's just continue the impact of yourself. Now, what is the impact, as I talked about already, kind of basically ran through it, of yourself? Well, the impact of yourself, you will have a more tranquil lifestyle, less stressful, less agitated, less hurtful, less being against each other, less being against yourself. In your environment, and how they say you are not the product of your environment. That is I would say that is wholeheartedly true. You are not the product of your environment. Why would you think just because I was born and raised in a project I have to do that? Why do I have to? And this is what I see. Majority of us now, like this, we're gonna put some honesty in that. Majority of is born into a area that is less nurturing, very negative. We know that. Just as, and I don't agree, but it's funny how people agree. I remember I had a neighbor. He used to go to meetings. I didn't know what meetings he was going to. I thought he was going to like such as town meetings. So I said, "Oh, I want to go." So one day he finally called me. So you want to go to the meeting or to the meeting I go to? Yes, that's what I was asking about. So I asked the man about the meeting, and I went to the meeting, found out that it was the Alcohol Anonymous. But you want to know, I didn't feel good about it every time. But I would never say nothing because that's their getting over the things that they are getting over. So they're getting over it. I'm not dissing it. I have no fighting to say. But they'll say, I will always be a alcoholic. And I said, you will always, hi, I am such and such. I will always be an alcoholic. I said, I can't see myself how to put that. I can't see myself for it. I respect those men and those women, but it's saying you will always be something. So your environment is going to tell me which it is. That's why they're probably doing the abuse or the addiction. The environment that's surrounding that area will always sustain them being alcoholic. I said, but I don't say nothing, but I will say, I can't say I'm a real ass nigga from the streets. I'm the hood of the Buffalo Langfield Projects, LBP, which I don't represent, never did, but that's my area. And you would say where I'm from, Langfield. But I can't say that. And now as 38, I'm like, I think I had like, you gotta really think about that. Don't that sound weird? I'm from the hood, nigga. I don't know. It's like such as for me, I don't feel as that's something I would say. I'm from the hood, nigga. It's as okay, you from the hood, like as such as, all right, you from the hood. Okay, what does that? So such as for me, I will ask, what does that mean? You from the hood. So are you representing the hood now? I'm doing better. Well, and then I learned. We talk about gentrification. I want to talk about that and have some slides for you and show you why that makes sense and then it don't make sense. Just as critical race theory, I want to do a part 2 on that. But you have to look at such as I'm from the hood. Is that the token of claim that you from there? So this is how I know, and I meet other dudes from here. It's like, no, I respect it, but I don't have, for me, I'm gonna respect that he said. I'm not gonna diss him, but I say, brother, just be mindful how you say that. As that a badge of honor, because I look at it as a form of a grand respect that yes, I'm from there and I made it, and this is what I don't do anymore, and I don't want to do this no more. And why I don't want to do this no more? Because it's a negative until we build it up into a positive. So now if I build that up to a positive, then I'm from the now it would sound good. I ain't gotta use the word nigga. I'm from the hood. Like what hood? I'm from Langfield. You talking about that place over there where the brothers over there, when the sister's gone, I can call that dude to pick up my sister. He ain't trying to have sex with my sister. And if he is, he courting her, he respecting her. And then if they do have non-stranger sex, he ain't out there. So, yo, man, I banged out your sister. That brother, those brothers right there, man, I want to live there. But the city owned that. Yeah, we know it's owned by the Buffalo Municipal Housing Authority, quote unquote, if I can say that. We know it's owned by that. So that's why you don't give back to the hood. But those children, I want to give back. One of my things, I'm going to do it, is get all the name of all those children and get them bikes or a big wheel. Remember big wheels? I'm going to get them a big wheel, man. The ones that not ready for a bike, and have a bike prepared for them. And try to start a neighboring savings account. So where they all graduate, they can have monies where they don't need the government. But the brothers, we are providing the monies or a stepping stone for them. Like, okay, maybe it's 13 brothers and we at the middle level. And I could provide $1,300 to start. $1,300 is to buy books, to get a couple clothes, or get something that they're needing, supplies, transportation, that can help them that semester. In each semester, see where that brother at and try to help him gain something that he didn't have before. Give him so that you that example. Give him that what he didn't have before. Give him what you didn't have, because now you know what to do. And we're helping them go. So now, imagine if we keep doing left hand, right hand, you, me. Imagine how our families will be. Imagine the impact on our family. Why is it that we got to talk about this, brothers, on a good note? Why is it that your cousin, uncle, grandfather, you can shoot somebody of your same race and nobody hold them accountable? Why aren't you holding yourself accountable? Why I'm holding them brothers accountable? Why are we not holding each other accountable? We got to hold. See, we can't hold nothing accountable until we hold ourselves. But that don't mean that we can't hold. That I ain't say you can't never. Because some places is as, man, that should have never happened to that young man. Trayvon Martin, hashtag rest his soul. He shouldn't be dead. Not in that way. I'm not saying he's going to die and it's a better way to die unless it's, to me, the best way to die is taking your last breath because you made it to 120, 100, whatever our life expectancy would be on our own accord. What I did to myself, I want to go out. So rest his soul. If I use a drug, I'm not going to say his name because I don't even know if that's even true. And that's the thing. I'm the advocation of truth. So I can't talk about something I don't know if it's true or not. I don't know if that's true. You don't know that's true or not. So why are we saying that's true? Why is that our finite understanding? Just because a woman say another race man is this and that, that's not true. You say, here's an example. Indigenous man, well, black males kill each other at a high rate. That's what the statistics say. Well, white males kill each other at a high rate. Asian males, they say, well, we the number one killers of ourselves. The number one killing of the other race are them race. Duh. How you think cities was conquered? How you think politics is made? So how the father beat up his son. So that happened in every race. He beat on a woman. That happened. Well, the number one beater of black females are the black males. Well, the number one abusers of white females are white males. TikTok, hashtag TikTok. That's what TikTok really means. TikTok, tick for tat. That's the number one. The number one for everything you say is the number one for every other reason. No variance. To be the application of truth. I didn't say fair or equal. I said truth. The truth is the number one for anything is always be the number one. And in some cases, we can say no. Because then if I advocate for my race women, because now as women, the number one reason for women, it can't be men. The number one reason for men can't be women. Or can it be? But what are we talking about? What are the areas? What are the plays? What is the environment? What are we talking about to say that cannot, or that is not the soul, SOULSOLE, and SOLE, yes, or soul, SOLO. You said that's solo, but that's soul too. Play it with the words. And how you do. So overall, I would want you to right now ask, who are you? Who are you? What makes you who you are? Whatever your government or the name you call yourself, whatever the spirit gives you, do you know who you are? That right there is one of the first steps. Hashtag brothatalksseries, the keys to victory. That right there is the first step to a key to victory, knowing who you are. And remember, I'm going to keep asking this, because if you know who you are, that means you know your purpose. Your purpose is not just to get money and go travel. I won't say that to women, because women are nesters. Men, we are not providers. We are pathers, builders, skill sets. So men, we are that of what we really try to say, but it comes in a form of negativity. Beautiful. We are structure. We are structure, man. What structure do you make up? What makes you great as a man? This is in your own reasoning. I don't live with you. The person that's talking bad on you don't live with you. That person that you are around can't say nothing about you. You cannot tell me that another person thoughts on you that don't live with you, that's not in your mind, that don't work out the troubles you have in your life, is the representation or Those are the people that make you who you are. I want to hit you with some traits that can become part of your attribute and quality. Justice, judgment, dependability, integrity, decisiveness, tact, initiative, enthusiasm, bearing, unselfishness, courage, knowledge, loyalty, and endurance. See, I didn't, a lot of the words you hear on the internet, you would never hear those words because a lot of people you listen to don't live by those words. So if you come into your house and it's full of tranquility, so quote unquote peace, why would you go to a house who's full of turmoil, corruption, toxicity, hurt, pain, trauma? They have no way and they are doing nothing to bring themselves out of, to heal, to expel, or to dispel of. They're not trying to remove, eradicate, delete, or get rid of, or break free of, and get out of those things that hurt us, that will hurt them. And they live within it because that gives them money. And if anybody, and I will tell my child and my son, anybody that comes at you with the frame of mind, I would never, 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 ever, ever, never, never, ever, ever, never, 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 never give props to a person that beat down other people. I'm not talking about truth. I don't have to say bad things about a black woman to get truth. All I gotta do is say the truth. The truth about man is not a destroyer. But the Can you see or hear me? I want to have to play some music real quick. One moment. I don't know why it did that. Oh, here we go. Okay, we're coming back at you. Coming back. All right, that's good. So I'm still online. So just to go over real quick, how do you see yourself, brothers? Are you positive? Are you a imagery, good imagery of a brother of our indigenous brothers? Are you part of us? Are you destructive? Are you loyal? Do you have integrity? Do you care much about yourself as you do others? Are you a great, positive role model influence? One thing I want to say, do you have morals and values and ethics? And what are they? We can try to sit up here all day and say, well, my moral and the values and ethics varies from somebody else, but it's subjective. Or is it that you just don't want to be the best man you can be? And I encourage you to be the best man you can be, as in if you got a children, let's say you a good father, be a better father. Try to understand your child. And if you have a woman you getting to know, y'all don't have children, you're married or not married, and you're courting her and you really care about her, show her that you really care about her. Don't worry about it. This is for you, brothers. It's not my talk is really not towards the woman, it's for you. Because I have a sense of pride to understand that I don't gotta beat you down. We get it enough. It's a video, I gotta find it. It was June 15, 1982. Talking to a black woman, talking about black men ain't nothing, we not good. You want to know the year I was born? I was born in 1982, November 15th. That's why that's so heavy, that sit in my head. And I just see such the negativity. I see the destruction of, we gonna kill the black men. Well, you kill the black men, the women gonna be unprotected. They're like, well, we unprotected anyway. I get a gun. Oh, well, I can show you how I can beat out a gun. Like, what if I'm, especially if I'm close to you, or if I'm in a range of getting cover, it's so much things, but that's not my stance. That's another time. My time is to honor my brother, because I honor myself. Why would I want to dishonor my brother? That's why. And I learned my life, I did not create or form my life. I know when I was born, I have the power and authority over my life. So what I say unto all, keys to victory. I say unto one, I say unto all, it's your path, it's your journey, it's your choice, choose wisely. This is coming to you from Otto William Jr., hashtag Brother Talk Series, hashtag the key of victory, hashtag power of oneness. Let's keep this going, brother. What are some things that you do to uplift, encourage your brothers? And now we know the brothers that don't do that. But for you, what are you doing? I want to be a mass encourager. I want to be a mass incarcerator. I want to be a mass encourager. So you have a great day. Stay hydrated. Always, brother, be the best man you can be. I love you. Love yourself. Love your family. Stand firm on your beliefs. When they bring you good, when you're doing good, when you're being the best man you could be, nobody can take that away. Nobody can take nothing away from you that you have earned, whether it's knowledge or it's the rewards you have received for your works and for all your duties you have done. No one can take that, because only you know how hard it is to get there, and only you know how hard you work to get there, and how far you have came. So I love you. Be safe. Aleichem shalom.